Assalamu alaikum. I want to say what an honor it is for Kelly and me to be here this evening. And I want to tell you that we feel very safe here in relation to what this learned scholar was saying. Of course we feel safe here, and we know that we're among friends. And that's very important. And we know we're among people who are making a contribution to our community, to our province, to our country. And one of those contributions that comes to my mind is the contribution that you've been making in supporting refugees. And I was so pleased that Ms. Mousavi showed us some examples of people who came to Canada as refugees who are now making contributions, working with me in Ottawa, working in Parliament. Now, I'm reminded a little bit of what Dr. Badawi was saying about abstaining from speaking. Some of you may know that I've been encouraging members of Parliament to abstain from speaking except when it's their turn to speak. So that's an idea that I'd like to convey to them a little more. This is a good idea that they should adopt more of them, I think, this abstention thing. Although I'm also concerned that you might, if I go on for long, you might like it for me to abstain from speaking. But it is very special to be here with you, and I am grateful. And as our mayor said, I too am so proud to live in a country that has reacted the way it has to Syrian refugees. That's very important. Including this community, there are so many groups across this country that have said, we want to help out, we want to welcome refugees, we want to do what we can. And I know there are groups that have been doing this for years with refugees from various countries. And to me, that speaks very much about what Canada is about. We heard tonight a bit about some ideas we're hearing from one particular candidate for presidency to the south of us that are very troubling. And that, as the Speaker of the House of Commons, I have to be neutral and nonpartisan in Canadian affairs. But I think that all the parties in the House of Commons would agree that we strongly disagree with the statements of Mr. Trump on those kinds of things. And that we want a Canada that is welcoming and open. And we want to shout out to Canadians that they understand the contribution that all newcomers to Canada are making. And I just am so pleased to be here tonight to have the joy of joining you again in this time, of course, of self-control, this time of charity, this time of compassion, because you've shown compassion to refugees and to each other. And I've seen that from Talib, from Hussein, from so many others in this community. And I know you will keep doing that. And that is such an important, speaking of Canadian values, there are no more Canadian values than these. Thank you so much.